City News confirmed that two more members of the United Conservative Caucus traveled out of country. On Friday, Calgary Pagan MLA Tanya Fear commended Albertans for following public health guidelines in a Facebook post, then subsequently admitted to recently visiting her sister in the U.S. Calgary Klein MLA Jeremy Nixon is currently in Hawaii and was informed to return home on the earliest flight available. This information comes just a day after Premier Jason Kenney acknowledged the several government staff members who traveled internationally, while provincial advisory states to avoid non-essential travel outside of Canada. Political science expert Lori Williams thinks the reason the Premier rejected to impose sanctions on those in question is because there are too many vital staff members that went against public health guidelines.
This is supposed to be leadership by example, and ironically, Jason Kenney said that they were to be held to a higher standard, but then he didn't do it.
The Premier did apologize to the public, but refused to discipline any party members, saying it was a significant error of judgment. And it's no doubt that many Albertans are upset.
A lot of Albertans who've made sacrifices, who followed the guidelines, who are tired, just like everybody else, of all of the restrictions this pandemic has imposed on them. To say nothing of the people that are in hospital or who've lost loved ones. This is beyond disrespectful and insensitive.
Municipal Affairs Minister Tracy Allard did come forward Friday afternoon apologizing for taking a trip to Hawaii with her family. But Williams believes the hypocrisy and disrespect the UPC government has shown will linger with Albertans for a long time to come.
I mean, the risk to the healthcare system and the economy has just ramped up considerably. And to downplay that or to minimize what these government officials, people who were at the table when these decisions were being made, there's no way they didn't know that this was the requirement or the guideline that had been laid out by the government.
From Edmonton, Ashna Barkata, City News.